here. It takes a little bit sometimes, man. When you haven't done like a live in a while, sometimes it takes a little bit to kind of like, see, I'm messing up already. But something's up with YouTube, so I don't even know what the quality of this is going to be like. So like right now, it's not even, I don't know if I've got audio. I don't know nothing, man. This isn't making any sense here. Come on. It says I started at 28 seconds. There we go. Hey. Oh, there we go. We got ads. That's why. So let me see. I just want to see how bad the delay is. Usually what I do is I wave my hand in front of the camera just to see what we got here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16-second delay. Wow. That is going to make this like unusable. So anyways, I did upload a video to YouTube last night. It was talking about, you know, the China junks. And it's just being honest. That is what they are. It doesn't mean that they're not, you know, RCs that can be fun. That's not what I'm saying. And when you got something like this, I hate to say it, but the China jugs blow these things out of the water. But then again, it's that whole thing like about part support and all that stuff. So I think it was Idaho. What the heck is his name? I don't know if he'll jump in here, but Iowa. The heck is his channel? Iowa something. But he made, I think he was the one that made the point. Something about, or somebody did, that with these, you know, lesser expensive China junk RCs, they may be good out of the box, meaning you'll get that like user experience. You know, you'll be able to rip it, and the thing might be good, unless it meets the demise with Big Black. Big Black is the slayer. But if I get a real piece of garbage, Big Black will take care of it. That's just the way it works. Now, if you don't see Big Black crushing something, it's because it was all right. That little green car, I've driven that a bunch of times, and even I had my kid using it. So it was the same car that we were both. So we were swapping out. So we were swapping out this. And then using the little thing there. I think some people call it an MJX Go or something like that, or M something Go, whatever it is. I guess it's like, do we really know? Yeah, well, because this says Losi, right? So this is supposed to be by Losi. Now, you're gonna find better quality in something like this, but like I said, those China junks, man, blow this thing out of the water for about the same price. And you're getting 4-wheel drive, you're getting 3-channel lights, and it's a tough thing, but this is nostalgia. But along with that nostalgia, they brought back nostalgia, which is the brushed ultra slow. It's fun, and maybe if you're with some friends or whatever, you all got the same thing, but for me, it's limited. You can only have just so much patience. I mean, there's so many people out there, like even when we're talking about that Losi Razor, right? So someone had made I should like start writing stuff down. Somebody made a comment about how something like pretty bad that you got to change the wheels out on a $600 RC to make it usable. That's not the case. It's dependent upon how you want to use the RC, right? So I used this RC. We burned down the little nubs. So now it's got it's going to have slicks at some point really soon. The front ribs are getting the little spaghetti strings. See what I'm saying? And that's what happens when you take something and use it for what it's not intended. What I'm hoping is that if I take this little 4,500 kV motor with a little brushless ESC combo, I want to retrofit, or I want to fit this into here. Now, one of the limiting factors right away is the length of wires. So one thing I do have an extension piece of wire. So once I mock things in place, hopefully. The other thing that's an issue is this is a press-on gear. So it's got no flat spot. So that could also be an issue that I'm going to come across with this. So, and could I, go buy a system? That may be the eventuality. But that's not going to be with this car. That's probably going to be with the Losi T thing that I got. So I'm going to just jump into comments real quick and just say hello to people, because I see the comments moving. I don't want you to think I'm ignoring you. Just sometimes you got to say stuff like for the video, like when it's a replay if somebody else watches it. So we got James, we got Route 66. He retracted his message already. Oh, wait. You were the one that said God morning. You're right. No, it's funny. My little vectors call me RC God Garage. We got, you're saying yeah, I'm here. We've got, must be late getting back from the hobby shop, right? Yeah. Underjogs, what's going on, man? We got Sam, what's going on, guy? SMRC, what's going on? You see me, yeah. Chainsaw, what's going on, guy? Tank, we got John Goodwin. Just watched the Losi skate park video. You upgrade? Yes, I am upgrading to brushless. Yeah. The Hyper Go. Yeah, I think MJX or something like that, right? I think it's called the MJX Hyper Go. Appreciate that. Hit that like. Yep, I definitely appreciate that, man. It's alive. How's it going? Very good, man. It's a crappy day out, so I'm inside today, just kind of enjoying myself. Nitro, what's going on? John. Let's see. We got Lauren. Good morning, RC Steve. We have got Joe Girding. What's going on, man? Slash Raptor. What's going on? Got 45 kV. That thing's gonna. I hope so. Limited. I hope so, but limited. I don't think that remote's got one of those switches on it. That's one thing that I like about. It's one thing that I do like about this was what was great was when I handed the remote. Great, it wasn't the same remote, but when I had that younger kid wanted to use that new razor, it was like 50%. Because I saw what he did to my son's big rock. He launched it. He had no clue the power that big rock had. I mean, yeah, it was kind of a bummer. So this remote does not have a selector switch, but let's see, it's got steering trim, steering rate, and throttle trim. So yeah, I don't know. It's just it's one of the remotes from Rolarlo. Kind of looks like one of those Nobles. So I figured I'd try this. It goes with this ESC, which is out of one of the Rolarlos that I had. And then this little motor was from one of those junk RCs. So one of those China junks. So like I was saying, the only issue they may have is that I don't believe there's a flat on here. It'd be nice if there is, but usually there isn't. And I know that some gears, you can buy a adapter. So there's like a little adapter sleeve that makes it so you can put it on a smaller shafted motor. Now, I'm pretty sure that the shaft size in this motor is the same shaft size that is in this, and that's just from visual. So this might be a complete waste of time. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the motor out, take the pinion off, and I want to make sure that, I mean, I know I can get this off. I'll just heat this thing up because it's just glued on, pressed on. I'm just hoping it's got a flat because that would just make my life easier. And if it doesn't, I will just take a grinder and I will just do a little flat spot on the shaft. And that way, hopefully, so, well, I think what I was saying was I had a whole bunch of Traxxas gears. So I thought it would have been cool. I was like, I just put a Traxxas gear on it. But getting back to those little sleeve things, I know on some motors, you can insert a sleeve so that you can continue to use pinions that you had that were a larger shaft size, and you can downstep it. So I don't know if they've got a little downstep for this. It might be too small. I don't know. So, but I might have to look into that, see if they've got little downstep sleeves, or I guess that's what you call it, a downstep sleeve. So, Stuart, what's going on, man? Having spelling and coffee trouble? I see, Steve. What's going on, guy? Let's see. I just want to catch up. Nick Gray, what's going on, man? Oh, dude. Hey, Nick Gray, man. The Outcast V2. It is, and still so far, even for me, my personal opinion here, the way I like to drive, I do like it better than the Traxxas V2. I mean, I'm not saying the Traxxas V2 is junk, because it's not. It's a great truck. But it's just funny how Traxxas is more money and it broke the same exact piece. So, and Traxxas, man. It's a good product, but they will make you pay. They'll make you pay the whole way. That's why I did that little logo thing. Traxxas, what does it say? Emptying bank accounts worldwide. Because it's true. And they know it. Full send. Couldn't you? Yes, I'll file a flat spot. Chris Watton, what's going on, guy? Hypergo is yes. Yep, $150. Right. Yep, good truck. Paul, what's going on, guy? You didn't miss nothing, man. Big Cal, what's going on, man? Ryder. Kraton Forest V2 was my first RC. And see, that's awesome to hear. Because, certain vehicles, I granted I didn't have the Kraton V2. I had the Outcast. Horizon had sent that to me, which was pretty cool. They it's like they knew what vehicle to send to the right person. I don't think I would have been happy with the Kraton. With the Outcast, though, it's just like, man, I ripped that thing it was over 30 days, but 30 days straight, every single day. I ran that truck, battery pack upon battery pack upon battery pack. I mean, salt water and sand and beach and jumps and backtrack, and it was a blast, man. And it's still a blast. So right now I've got that 6S ESC plate in it, and I'm testing it. So there's no videos. I ain't videoing my testing stuff. So when we have a good day, I take the Outcast out and beat the crap out of the ESC plate that I'm making, so that I make sure that it's going to pass the crashes, the tumbles, the tree hits, all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to put out a product that is a piece of garbage. Like everybody, dude, the hobby store, which I thought this was awesome. The hobby shop cannot keep my SKYRC GPS mounts or the XRT wing mounts in stock. Like literally. I forget how many he took last time. Not this last time, but the first time. I think he grabbed like 8 and 4 or 8 and 6, and I even gave them 3 to give away. And it's cool, man. The mount is proving to be real. You know what I mean? Like I'm gathering pictures, but I got a bad thing about organization sometimes. So those ESC mounts that I make, man, those things are, dude, to make something so simple and people to be happy about it, I love that. I absolutely love it. It fully wraps the ESC, keeps it in a nice, safe kind of cocoon with Velcro, and You got a bunch of well, not a bunch of colors. You got 2 colors available. You got mean green and candy orange. Just good stuff, man. But anyways, so one thing I already know right away is I'm going to have to lengthen the wires, because when you look at the wires on this thing, they're super short. And I was thinking about maybe trying to take like the ESC and mount it like I used to do. You remember, like, the wrong thing. Remember how back in the day, like the real 110 scale, Team Associated, Tamiya, I call it Tamiya. I just, whatever. The ESC used to be here, right? It does fit there, but it makes it rough. It's the battery wires are battery wires. The ESC wires, no, the motor wires are really stretched to the ESC, and I think because with this little fan on it, I don't think it's going to work. So I've got a length of wire that I'm going to snip. Oh, gone forever. So I'm going to snip the I'm going to snip these motor wires, and basically just swedge in a extra length of wire once things are, all said and done, and it should work. I'm hoping it's going to work. The truck chassis, so the truck chassis is obviously longer. So doing the brushless conversion on that, if this works, I'm going to make these wires just that much longer, so that once I pry off the original factory ESC, once I pry that out there, I can go ahead and fit this maybe in the truck too. So just to give it a try. It's going to work. It's the same thing, but 4,800 kV motor though. So anyways, all right, so this is where I'm going to start just doing this stuff. So Mir, what's going on, man? Caught the live? You know it, man. Thomas, so look at that. We got Iron Man here again. People don't realize that's Iron Man right there. Thomas Downey Jr. So Iron Man in the house. You know it, man. That is Iron Man. People don't realize we got the real stars that come here. We got the real stars. I don't know, Schwarzenegger's next. But all right, I'm just gonna turn the camera around and just start doing like some stuff. That's why I'm here. So all right. So what's cool about using my phone is that I can enable the flash. Look at that. And it kind of brightens things up. Makes it so you can see better. I like that. Now, the only thing that I don't know is how the quality is. YouTube, when I released that video, I'm going to come back to me. When I released that video this morning, like, I uploaded it stinking last night. So through YouTube, it goes through like the whole process and stuff. And I got a notification on my phone this morning that it was all set. Like all the checks and everything were all set. So I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'll release what did I release the video at? Like 9 o'clock in the morning or something? Well, I don't think it was 8. I think it was like 9 o'clock in the morning I released the video. And I get somebody that comments, and they're like, one of the comments was funny, but the guy comments, he goes, are you serious? Did he say, are you serious? He said, this is only available in 360p. And I was like, what? So I went on my phone and I'm looking at it and I'm like, man, it kind of looks grainy. And then what I did is I cast from my phone to my, that thing right there. And it looked horrible. And I'm like, what the hell? So sometimes what happens is you can go down into the settings, like in your phone, you can change usually the settings, right? And then I go to change the settings and it goes to quality. You go to advanced and you go to quality, and it was like 360p is the only quality that's available on a 4K video. So I jokingly said back something like, I forget what I said back. I don't even remember. Dude, I'm answering so many comments lately. Like, it's nuts. Like, I mean, it's awesome. But I'm also starting to realize that I'm not going to be able to get to everybody's comments. It's tough, man. But I went back later just to check it. I think it was like maybe a half hour, 20 minutes later, just to check and see if the quality had changed. And YouTube released the video at 144p. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. What the heck is going on here? So that video was available in 144p or 360p or 320 or 380p, whatever the heck the P is. I guess I just don't pay YouTube enough. I'm telling you, though, if Whistle and Diesel or Cletus McFarland released a video, it's going to be 4K Ultra, whatever resolution as soon as they release the video, because they're money makers for YouTube, and that's what YouTube is doing. Point blank. All these things that have been happening, that is what YouTube is doing. So the lower channels, you are not the priority. Your resolution's going to be junk. It's going to be garbage. I just do the best I can. I can't control nothing. I try, man, but can't do nothing. All right, so we got a zip tie there. Got a zip tie there to get the servo thing, pull this little antenna thing out here, feed that through and out there. So I'm going to snip that zip tie, which that looks like that's just holding a connector and a bundle of wires. And then I'll have to take off the shock, take off this motor plate. So my RC, this one, the set screw or the screw for this thing here was installed like cockeyed. So it stripped this metal, which I thought was pretty crazy. So this metal got stripped. Look at that. This thing needs a scuff plate. But yeah, so that got stripped. The screw got lost. But Horizon, surprisingly, within like 2 days, I had a brand new motor plate and a brand new cover and transmission case. Because I think what it is the transmission case and the motor plate are all one. And then the gear cover, I said motor cover, the gear cover and the screws, I think, come together. But something that I was remembering is, do you remember when, like, I forget who it is that does it, but it might be like Kyosho. Actually, I think it's Team Associated. Or it could be Traxxas. But remember how much of a pain it was? You always had to pop the cover on and off, especially if you wanted to like adjust your slipper or whatever, or change your pinion. Well, why can't I just bore a little hole and maybe 3D print up a little plug so I can put like a little plug in there? And if I need to pop that out or something, I don't know. Might be something I try. So 1.5, I think, or actually, no, it's not, is it? Is it 1.5? Ah, it is a 1.5, okay. So I'm just going to pop off this little cover. That way I can go ahead and get to the, man, these screws are so small. That way I can get to the motor. So motor's right there, and it looks like it's running a 17-tooth pinion. So hopefully this isn't Loctited. Actually, you know what I did want to do? Did say I wanted to pull this pinion off real quick. So I'm just going to pop this pinion off. Hopefully. Okay, cool. So is this, yeah, so that is on a flat. So I'm pretty sure this pinion is gonna fit on this. Look at that, actually that gear. I think it's one of those weird meshes. Yeah, it's not right. That would eventually, I'm pretty sure, strip the heck out of it. Yeah, that ain't right. So, oh, wait a minute. No, I think I was wrong. Wait a minute, I can't tell. So I'm going to have to heat this up and See if I can get this off. I can't tell if there's a flat on there. If there's a flat on there, that'd be mint, but I almost can't tell. See, when I'm looking at one of these Traxxas gears, that hole is massive. I'm hoping I'm not going to have a problem here. The shaft definitely looks like it's bigger. Hopefully it's just a optical illusion here. So I got to get some fire. Get some fire, and I should pop that out. But I'm going to just take this out anyway. Got to take the shock off. Boy, that delay is terrible. All right, so what the heck is that? Micro. See, I had forgotten that I had this. So this didn't come with any tools that I can remember. So let's see what size that is. It's ultra tiny. It's a 4, I think. Yeah. So I'm just gonna pop. Oh, jeez. Okay. So come in from the back side here. We talked about this already. Drop a Max 4. Dude, we already talked about it, dude. Max 4 takes up the entire footprint right there. It's literally a Max 4, and I'll just take the suspension and bolt the suspension onto the Max 4. All right. A little zip tie right there. Snip that. Get that out of the way. It's a Max 4 with suspension. All right. So, got a little zip tie right here to snip. Hopefully I'm not snipping wires. Looks like we're good. Zip tie out of there. The other thing that I didn't like was I noticed when I went to the hobby shop was that the springs for the truck must be a different, like, I don't like the fact that the spring collar is all the way jacked down. So that means the springs that are on this thing, in my opinion, are just potentially too weak. So the truck springs were like way up here, and the truck had plenty of height in the rear end. Oh, this is the bad thing, man. See, with this type of a workbench, my wife will freak. With this type of a workbench, it's got that, I forget what this is called. Solar system or something? I don't know. Inverted solar system. It's got that like flex of stuff. Makes it hard to see stuff. So get that out of there. What I should do is, honestly, what I should be doing is I should be getting some fire just to see if the pinion can swap. So I'm going to go grab some fire. Some fire right here. Let's see if I can do that. You see, ESC is the chassis, totally. ESC is the chassis. But dude, you know, do you realize what kind of springs you'd have to have on that thing? Because where's the battery going to go? you attach one of these little batteries, just turning the fan on the ESC would drain this in seconds. But yeah, that would be a riot. So I'm really hoping this is going to work. So I'm thinking I'll be able to kind of like squeeze it off. So. All right. All right. There we go. Get that out of the way. Whatever's in there is on fire. It's a candle. It's a candle. All right, let's see. No, that's on there. See, I don't want to wreck it. So it's definitely like no. Oh, that smoke is bad. All right, well, that gear is definitely heat treated now. Trying to keep the flame right to the center there. It's a heat treated gear. Look at that gear getting orange. Oh, look at that gear getting orange. Look at that thing. Oh, there's some heat transfer. All right. Boy, if that thing jumps on me, it's going to be like magma. It's probably going to delaminate the stupid shaft. Dang, it's on there. Just thinking if I could use this as a pry. Ooh, that's on there. Dang it. That thing is on there. So what I was thinking that I could do is I could pry up on that, but all right, I think I'm going to grab a cutting board just in case this magma gear plops off somewhere and I don't want to burn the bench top here. Bench top. I don't want to burn the bench. Ah, perfect. Look at that. Bring this over here. Cookie sheet. This is what I should be working on. I should be working on the cookie sheet. Ah, look at that. See, that's much better. All right. Hoping this is going to work. Bigger cutting torch. What's nuts is I can feel the heat. Look at that thing getting red. It's getting orange. All right, you see it? It's getting orange. So I could totally feel the heat transfer. This motor's going to be junk. Come on, work. Oh, wow. That is on there. Damn it. Oh, I think it's moving. No, it's not. All right. The next thing to do would be to put this in my vise. Literally clamp down on the gear or put something that can be on the bottom and just tap down on the shaft here. That way I'm not hopefully delaminating what's going on inside of here with that heat transferring down in that shaft. So I'm going to go grab my vise. All right. Got my vise. I think. Oh, look at that. Oh, I can't let my wife see this. She's like, my God, look what you're doing. So, yeah, we got the little bench vise here attached to the kitchen counter. Watch her pop on the live. What are you doing? You're dead when I get home. All right, so how do I want to do this? So, wanted to see if, so kind of what I need to do, see, that's the only negative, it's the fact that those jaws, if I take that out, if I can take that out, it's the motor. You shouldn't be in the hobby if you're that cheap and can't get a pinion puller for under $10. You're freaking serious, dude. You're awesome. Dude, who gives a crap? I don't know if you're talking to me or somebody else, dude. That cheap. I am cheap. I think you're talking to somebody else. Oh, look at that. Actually, look at that. Wait a minute. Is that going to work? Oh, that's going to work right there. So, to take the jaws out or to take these little pads out, the pinion fits right in there. All right, that works. I think. Works that way, but not this way. So, will it fit on this one? Not really. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try that. That pinion literally fits right in there. That'll work nice. Then I can just take something. I should have like a punch or something that will fit there. I hope. All right. Going down. That works. But it's making it so. Let's see if I go this way. There we go. Okay. So that kind of works. Put that right there. I'm gonna tighten it up. So what I've got, you can't see it. So if I do this, does that work? That might work. Like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take something. I'm going to tap down on that shaft. Hopefully it'll punch it down and in. I don't think this was, oh, look at that. That works. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to give it a couple of whacks with this because I don't have a hammer on me. Let's give it a couple of taps like this. See what happens. I think that's working. Tighten it just a little bit more. Now it's when I should probably heat it up a little bit. If that would help. What would probably help is if I grab a hammer. Yeah. I think I should grab a hammer because I don't think that's moving. Taps. See what happens. And that's a no. I don't think it's moving. Damn. Oh, it is, actually. Maybe it is. See, I can't tell. Get that depth. Crank that just a little bit more. See. Should grab a hammer. That might make it a little easier. Get a more solid hit.
happen if I take the flash off? Will it look better? Oh, look at that, huh? The fire right on there, but now I can't see. Tabs. Feel like it's moving. Yeah, it's definitely moving. Right. I'm gonna put this little catch can under here so that the motor can be caught. Oops. Tighten that up a touch. It feels like it's going. It's definitely getting deeper. It's almost there. It's almost like the driver is not going to be, we'll see, it'll just pop. Need something more solid. It's close. It's definitely close. The gear's still good, huh? Oh, is there a flat? Nope. No flat. So I'll be grinding a flat on there. So I'm going to find something just to get down into that hole because the driver is pretty much bottomed out now. So I'm just going to get something. Boy, did I ruin that motor? I wonder if I ruined the motor. I might have. Never know. Has a tightness to it now. Let me, I'm going to try something here. I wonder if the heat, just like I was saying, I wonder if the heat that I used may have been too much for that little motor. Shaft is straight. So I'm going to plug, I'm going to hook this up to the ESC that I've got. Put a battery to it. I believe this remote should connect up to it. So let's see if I killed the motor. Looks like I might have to get a real one now. So I can't tell if that's just the... Because I could feel the pulls. It's like click, 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 click. Yeah, I don't know. Just gotta plug it in and see what happens. Plug it in. Like I said, this could be a fail. Throw some batteries in this thing. These high performance Raymax. So this thing only needs 3 batteries. And let's see, put that on and put a little battery to that thing, a little 2S. Let's see if it just fires up. Seems fine. Oops. Or maybe not. Ah, may have killed the motor. May have killed it. Yeah, the heat going to that shaft may have killed the motor. That is a possibility. In order to pull this off, pretty sure this is an unscrew type of deal. So let's see. It just feels like it's the poles. But I wonder if inside I got a little delamination. So I'd have to get some needle nose, give this a little, see if I can give this a little twist. It's probably Loctited on the edge, if that's the type of motor that can come apart. But we'll give it a shot. Killed it just taking the pinion off, or trying to take the pinion off. So close too. It's right there. Probably should have tried just whacking it off first. It's close to being off. So I know I've got so just want to see if this will twist off. I'm going to put it in the holes that were Loctited. So we had that hole and that hole right there Loctited. So let's just see if I can do this without having any of that. Yeah. Nope. Most likely that's Loctited. Crap. Watch that be a press in too. Actually, doesn't feel as bad right now. Maxwell looking better. I'd crush that pinion in the vice till it cracks, right? It's so damn close, man. It's like right there. Just a couple more whacks and that's off. But yeah. Can't tell. Seems like the shaft is bigger. So this might be just a fail. I'm gonna see if I can find a nail or something else that I can just drive in there and give it a couple more whacks and then get that out. See what happens. So I'm not feeling any area on it that is harder than another. Like it feels free, but it also feels a little too tight. All right. Give it some more smacks. Get some more smacks like sometimes people need. Sometimes people need smacks. couple more little taps here. And that motor should just pop right off, right onto the tray. That's what I'm hoping. A couple more little whacks right there. So I found a nail. Thing is, though, is the tip of the nail is probably gonna be an issue. So I don't really trust that. More trust that, I think. Give it a shot. See if we can do it. Just a couple, like I said, a couple more whacks. Ah, that nail is soft. Damn it. I don't want to sacrifice this. But I think it's right down to the end anyway. It's real damn close. I think I can get a couple more whacks out of it. Let's see. Ah, I broke it off. Yeah. Ah, it's even better. It's got an extended pinion now. Pinion shaft. Ah, you son of a gun. All right, well, it's out. Damn it. Ah, it's so close. Just get a depth. See what we're looking at here. Dude, that's how far it has to go. It's right on the edge. So I wonder if I can get these on there. There we go. Okay. So that'll work. All right. So now I'm at the point where I could just take a screwdriver and pry on it. We get this bench vise off the countertop. All right. So now should be able to just squeeze on that and wedge the screwdriver in there. Hopefully, without bending. There we go. It's literally right there, I think. It's either that or it's bending it. Is that really bending the shaft? I think it's bending the shaft. Oh my God. What a pain in the neck. It's either bending or it's just right at the tip. It should just snap right off. Come on, snap off. What the heck? Oh, I think the shaft is bent now. Oh, the gear is wobbling off. All right. Gear's almost off. Oh my God. That's awesome. It's like right at the edge. Come on. Just get off. go. And the shaft is mega bent just at the very end. But we can straighten that. Damn. It's awesome. Perfect. Look at that. Perfect. Look at that. Shaft is nice and straight. All right. I think the shaft is too long anyway. But you know what's funny is after doing that, this is free now. So whatever's going on, this is totally free now. So that means I can plug this back in and we can get a real run now. Oh my gosh, that was awesome. Well, this is no hobby wing, that's for sure. All right, plug this back in here. It looks like we're back on track. No pinion removal tool needed. Just rip it off. Oh, it's happy. Sounds like pieces of stuff in there. It's probably like pieces of magnet. That could be dirt in there though too. Look at that, huh? Oh, that shaft is look at that shaft. That shaft is straight. What are you talking about, man? Look at that shaft. That's nice and straight. That's the straightest shaft you ever saw. That's mint. Dude, look at that. That's awesome. That's perfect. All right. It definitely freed up. Whatever was going on, it's definitely free now. So, all right, back on track. So now let's just see if the Losi pinion fits, and it doesn't. It doesn't even matter. And it's not the Traxxas size. What the heck? Yeah, it's definitely not Traxxas size. What the hell kind of shaft is this? I ain't gonna drill out the damn gear. All right, well, this was a waste of time. So I need like some kind of pinion, apparently. Some oddball pinion size. Yeah, this mesh definitely wouldn't have worked. It would totally have shredded the gear. I don't know what kind of Chinese mesh that is. But this definitely does look like a good quality gear that they had in there anyway. There's no sleeve in there. There is a step in there, though. It is stepped. Imagine if there was a sleeve in there. It ain't, though. It can't be. Sure does look like it's stepped, though. That'd be crazy. See, it is stepped. It's probably just stepped because it's machined or something. So, in order to do that, I would have to make a sleeve to put a Traxxas thing on here. So I'm just going to pop this out right now. I just want to see what we're looking at here. So here we go. Yeah, so I don't know. I'd have to make a sleeve. I don't have anything that I could make a sleeve with, I don't think. Let's see this real quick. So that motor shaft is definitely longer than what's there. So this is definitely a longer motor shaft. I'll just put it in the vise, rebend it straight, or I could just bend it right here. Nah, I don't want to chance that. Let's put that in the vise and rebend it. But yeah, it's some weird size. Damn. What a bummer, man. Crap. The other possibility, which is absolutely insane, straighten out this motor shaft, put the motor in the vise, put a file up against the shaft, file the shaft down to the size that I need because this motor's a piece of garbage anyway. Fill the slack with solder. Dude, never. The thing will be all whoa, like that. I couldn't get that straight. It would need a sleeve. I know you people know what I'm talking about. There are sleeves that you can get. Pinion, I think, do they call them like a pinion sleeve or something like that? Colby, you're fine. Yeah, there would have to be. There's got to be a manufacturer that makes a sleeve for these. Hey, sweetie. What you got?
Emma Irving.
Emma? Wow. You should take a picture of that.
I was gonna say, why is her last name Irving on it
I don't know.
already? They're not married
But
yet.
that's awesome. That's a riot.
Isn't that funny?
That is awesome. All right. So as of right now, I sacrificed one of my awesome driver bits. So that's a piece of garbage. Sacrificed a nail. And the stupid pinion actually survived. Wherever it is. Where the heck is the pinion now? Oh, I threw it way over here. So this pinion actually kind of survived, which is nuts. Yeah. Crap. There's a sleeve. I know there's a sleeve. Oh, Extreme Bashers. They make a 5mm to 3.75 sleeve adapter. Make a sleeve out of the old pin. How? I'm going to make the sleeve out of the old pinion. Come on, guy. You out of your mind? Put it back on the wobble shaft and just file it. Put it back on the wobble shaft. Yeah, it's just the very tip that's bent, which is fine. Get this thing back on here. Before my wife sees anything. And I want to do. So I'm just going to attempt to straighten out this motor shaft. Let's see if I can do this. I don't know if that's going to work. Make sure I do it the right way. Okay. Sometimes you got to bend it past. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to angle the jaw. I'm going to put it in, and I'm just going to rebend, hopefully just the bent section of the shaft, which is right there. So that's how bent it is. So that's how bent that little tip of the motor shaft is. So I just try to. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Wait a minute. Wait till I show you this. It's almost there. Look at that. The back of the case came off. Oh, it's starting to come out. Look at that. Ho, ho, ho. So it's pressed in. So it is a pressed in. So means I need to love tap it back into place. Well, this motor is going to be a disaster. Looks like I'll be putting some super glue on that end. And that motor shaft is basically straight. Real close. Just the very, very edge of its knot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to well, it's true now. All right. Been bending things for years. So let's see, I'll show you how it looks now. Spent 6 hours just working on this damn motor. What a waste of time. Should have just bought what I needed. Look at that. How do I show you? Like that, I think. It's hard. How did I hold it before? Like that? Close enough. Just take a file to it. I should just take a file to it. You know that? I think that's what I'll do. I'll mount this in the vise. Autofocus. Where's autofocus? I'll mount this in the vise. I'll just take a file to the shaft, I guess. I really want to do a sleeve though. Crap. What a waste of time. All right, well, let's see if this, let's see. So I know the motor's mint now. So the motor's good. Let's see if the motor is something I never checked. Let's see if the motor even lines up with holes. Yeah, it looks like it's, uh-oh, wait a minute. Oh, I might not. I might have done this for nothing. All right. I'm going to go ahead and just pop the motor out. Might as well just keep this disaster going. because I got to take this out of here anyway. All right, got the motor out. Boy, those holes are definitely looking different. Damn it. This is the, see, this is the pain. It sure does look like those holes are different. Of course it is. Of course it is, dude. I had a suspicion. So the holes are further apart than they are on this motor. And that was something that I thought was a possibility. The only way around that would be the old way. And what I could do is one screw stays mounted and I slot, see, actually that fits right there, but I don't know what size pinion that would have to be. See those two, see those holes, see that hole right there, those two holes line up. So what it is the distance between that hole and that hole, center to center, is that. And then, see what I'm saying? Dang it. It's not one thing, it's another. Well, actually, wait a minute.
It's about 12:18 and 35 seconds p.m.
Yeah, no, it definitely doesn't fit. So what it is I could fit a pinion on there, but what I would have to do is I'd have to go after this hole and this hole. So instead of being directly across from each other, I could split the distance and I could go to that hole and that hole, and that does. But that would limit me to one specific pinion. I'm thinking. Let me see. Yeah. That's real close. Yeah, that doesn't work. Son of a gun. Dude, that's like a mega pinion. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I can bolt it in right now. If I go after that hole, which is this one, it's an offset. If I go to that hole, to that hole, that bolts together. So what I could do is just have a single fixed pinion. Of course, the motor wires are going backwards. I just have to rotate the motor. But see what I'm saying? So I'd have to offset my holes. And I can't go any further in because then it's too far in. I have to go with like a 30-tooth pinion. Dude, it would have to be a massive pinion. This thing would take off like a rocket. Yeah, oh man, that pinion would have to be massive. Because what is this? What size pinion is that? Is that a 21? Oh my God. So that's a 21 tooth pinion from a what? And a 4,500 kV motor? I don't even know what pinion size that is. Oh, 17? I think that says 17. 17? Yeah, that's a 17 tooth pinion right there. So from a 17 to a 21, and 21 doesn't even cut it. And the contributions to science. What are they going to do when I donate my body to science? Oh my God, what did this dude do to himself? All right. Well, I might as well kind of continue here. I'm going this way. I'm done driving this thing stock. This is going to get a brushless conversion. What I may have to do is I may have to just figure out. You remember the way that they used to be slotted? So I may have to just see if I can do it that way. But that would be taking this cover plate off. Not cover plate, whatever it is. Yeah. So right there, that's where the motor wires would be. So the motor wires would literally be right there. So it's on the furthest top and the middle bottom. And what size pinion is that is, I have no clue. So I would file this very end just a little bit just to get rid of the mangulation that happened, because it did kind of, let's see if I can focus on it. It did get mangulated. Where is it? So you can see there's where the bend is, I think, right there. It's very, very slight. So, but it looks like the shaft is, looks like the shaft was like almost like splined. I think that's what I'm seeing here, being zoomed in like that. So we're kind of moved on, kind of. And I bet I do have a pinion that would fit this. And this is the right pitch. These are the Traxxas, what, 48 pitch? Is that what this is? Yeah, 48 pitch, 21 tooth. So I'm pretty sure I would have one, but the problem obviously is the fact that I do need a sleeve. So someone on here did say that there was a sleeve, but and it's like I said, I'm just going to move forward. I'm going to reattach the shock here and just move on with this. Get this back together so I'm not losing all my parts. Sacrificed a bit for the cause. So, sacrificed a bit. But it worked. That's the whole point, man. Doesn't matter. It worked. That's all that matters. So I think I do want to tighten this up a little bit. The thing I used to love was the fact that I used to win races doing hack stuff. So that's what would piss people off. The people that had money and could just go into the hobby shop and just buy whatever they want. They could buy all their cut brushes, and here I am over here filing and sanding my own brushes to make things work. You guys remember motor spray? The turbo boost motor spray that literally would fry your motor? There's somebody out there that's got to remember that. Motor spray. I forget what they called it. Was it motor prep or motor spray? It was literally what it was, stuff that you basically put in your motor and it just lit up the motor. So I'm going to go ahead and release that from there. I guess I'll just use primer. Oh, look at that. Oh, it goes right in there. So I don't think that's bolted in any way, right? Nope. Just stick them. Go ahead and pry off the ESC. And get rid of the plug, whichever way this is going. No idea. Okay, that was that way. Antenna. And technically I could reuse that. Wow. Huh. I can reuse that. Thinking the cheap way. I have my 3M tape, but if I can get this to unfold. Nah, never mind. Forget it. I'll splurge. Oh, scratch the chassis. Awesome. So here's the setup right here. Get a look at what this is. So this is the factory 280 brushed 42T motor. Team Losi Performance. Look at that bad boy, huh? Choice. Revolution. Wasn't Revolution something to do with Team Associated? Can't be. Isn't that cool, though? Bringing back all that old kind of stuff, man. There we go. ESC is out. Now, got to clean that surface, but I wanted to make sure. Look at that. Like a glove, man. It was made for it. Look at that. Dude, that was made for that ESC right there. Look at that. Oh, that's mint. Okay. So that's what it's going to go with. The motor itself is fine. I just got to get that sleeve. 5mm to 3.75. I should measure this just because who knows what this really is. You know what I mean? Never know what that really is. It's heat treated now. Look, it's got the nice rainbow to it. All right. Ah, it's a bummer. This was one of my good drivers too. Well, I guess it's now just a center punch. You have to sharpen the end. It's a new punch now. I can't tell you how many drivers I've broken doing stuff like that. This was a good one too. Oh well. So that's where that ESC is going to go. So I should prep the surface and cut my 3N tape and stick it down. So I'm going to check for battery fitment right now. So I'll be running a battery like this, which is a 1500 milliamp battery. Oh, is it 16? You can run a battery like that, which is a 1200 milliamp. And a battery like this, which is a little bit bigger, I think. Another 1600 milliamp. Look at that. I think it'll fit. Yeah, look at that. Perfect. So when I put the ESC in, I just have to make sure that it's forward to the servo. See, like that. See how it's forward to the servo? That'll work out nice. And I'll have it slightly offset. Actually, it's not offset. Actually, looks pretty good right there. Yeah, that'll work. So clean the bottom of this, a little bit of alcohol, clean the bottom of that, throw on some of my 3N tape, and then we'll stick it down. I got this. I'm cutting motor wires. The motor wires are way too short. I had already kind of addressed that. What I had said initially was I was going to take the ESC and mount it how we used to do, was on that back wall, right on that little ledge right there. But I felt that was a pain. And if I could get some of that weight to the front, I'd be better off. So I'm going to be snipping these wires and soldering in 3 equal length wires once things are all in. So That's the way this is going. So boy, is that diff wide open or what? Look at that. That is one heck of a wide open diff. Even with the links being unloaded. Yeah, how wide open that is. Wow. See what I'm saying? When you get the link straight, there's no strain on it. Look at that. Don't even turn it. Here we go. Oh, we got it. All right. I also have the scale out. So I got the scale, I thought, here somewhere. Did I not bring it up yet? Thought I had the scale. What I wanted to do is I wanted to measure or weigh things. So let's see. So, the reason why I got this out, I think is obvious. So, I wanted to kind of like weigh this motor, see what we're looking at for weight. So, we're coming in at 71, and then weigh this. So, it's coming in at 51. So, then let's just weigh ESC. Coming in at 24, and then this ESC coming in at 40. So we like doubled the weight, which is fine. Double the weight, double the power, I think. So 73.8, and this is also going to have a length of wire on it too. So it's almost double. So let's just add the extra wire that I potentially gonna be putting on here, but I think we lost weight on battery though. So I'm just gonna throw this whole thing on there. Yeah, so basically we doubled the gram weight. This battery is 48 versus, let's just say I ran this battery, which is going to be heavier. Not double, but so it's going to be a little heavier and a little bit faster. I hope. All right, bring this back in. So I just want to clean this surface and obviously clean the ESC surface as well. Huh? Wouldn't it? It'd be terrible. It's like throwing salt in somebody's eyes. Good there. So now I got my 3M tape here. Which that piece could be used for another time. Already stuck big time. Hey, is there a pair of straight scissors in the drawer right there? You know, like in the, yeah, one of those, like the straight pair.
I don't see any scissors.
No scissors? Okay, thank you. Alright, so I guess I'll just cut a angled cut. Now placement is crucial. So one up against the servo. So it kind of looks like right there. Probably where I want it to be. Yeah. And then this will plug in, and then I can have the wire underneath right there so it'll look nice. Just gonna lightly place it. Looks pretty good, I think. As the ESC snaps in half. Okay. Here we go. So now the servo though, be a good question which way, because I can't see. Servo, I don't see a positive and negative anywhere, so it's like guesswork. That's awesome. Well, let's see if I can create smoke and fire with the servo. So, plug in battery. See what happens if I plug it in this way. Smoke and fire. That's wrong. must be this way. Okay, nothing. Why is that? I don't think I have to have the motor plugged in unless somehow it does some kind of weird check. Let's see. If for some reason it needs the motor. Just gonna guess that it is this way. Okay. So 50-50 shot. It looks like I got it. So steering trim. Oh, look at that. Okay, so it's reversed. So steering trim. Turn the steering rate down a little bit. Cool. Wow. Ah, okay. So good there. Sweet. Okay. Awesome. Very, very cool. So that's it. Literally the only thing I got to do now is see if I can get that sleeve thing. So actually that won't work, will it? I got to measure this. I got to measure some stuff. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab my calipers. I don't think they're up here anymore. No. I think I moved them downstairs. All right. So this is what I was talking about. So let's get that sleeve in there. So I did come across some gears, but they are definitely not big enough. They are the right pitch. And I think this is the shaft size too. So this little bronze gear is, I think, man, no, it's not. This is going to be some weird thing. Watch this be a total waste of time. I'm doing all this for nothing. I'll just have to get a brushless motor if that's the case. So, let's see what we're looking at here. And that's the motor from the Losi. 2mm. Man, is that gonna work? That ain't gonna work. 2.3mm. What the hell is a 2.3mm? I know there'd be a variation, but man, am I zeroed out? Yeah. I'm down at the base too. Crap. At this point, I feel like I just want to make this work. Trying to think if there's anything that I can literally use as a sleeve on that. Crap. The stock motor is too big. See, it needs this size motor because the space is extremely limited. See what I'm saying? Here's the motor that came out, and here's the motor that I'm trying to put in. Crap. See, this is where you come across this garbage. So I most likely have a Pinion because I've got like all the Pinion numbers. What a hack, dude. But this is the way I used to do it. I've got to have something that I can literally turn into its own sleeve. That's what I'll do. I will make a sleeve to fit. I know I can do it. But I won't be doing it on camera because that'll be insane. Be here for hours trying to figure this out. Here's my sleeve right here. Just sacrifice a bit. Oh my God. It's going to take some measuring and all kinds of junk. I'll figure it out though. I'll definitely figure it out. I'm going to look at my junk drawer. I'm going to search and see if I can find something that I can use as a sleeve. As a sleeve, dude. I know that's not it, but wouldn't that be funny? See what I mean? Like the little things you find. So I've got to find something that parts bins, whatever. If I can find something I can use as a sleeve, cut it down, put a hole in it. I should be able to find something somewhere. I don't want to use that. That's tractor stuff. Yeah. I think that is where this live stream is going to end. The ESC will perform regardless. So I think that's the way I've got to look at it is turn it around. So it's either ultra zoom or it backs out a little bit. So I think that's where I'm at. That's good enough for a live stream. How long was I on here for? An hour? 2 hours, dude. 2 hours to do a Pinion. Yeah. What an ultimate awesome use of time. But anyways, so we do have an ESC in there now. This is one. This is a Relarlo ESC. It's a combo, so it's gonna work out perfect. Got the radio for it. Servo is hooked up. I 50-50 shot and I hooked it up the right way. So okay. The motor, on the other hand, is going to be a little bit of a struggle. So this motor shaft is a, what is it, 2.3? You can't even call it a 2.5. Like, I mean, you can't have it slopping around. Oh, what the hell size that is. So I'm going to have to figure something out. I do have a bunch of Traxxas gears. So this will be a fixed position motor right now because of the way the hole pattern is versus the motor plate. The hole pattern works when you use two holes that are not directly, you know, from the other hole. You have to use like the two holes that are, you know. So I'm going to work on right now just trying to figure out I'm literally like thinking, can I use heat shrink? Heat shrink tubing? It's just a little gear, right? It'll have a little bit of cushion. Would that work? Could I literally use heat shrink tubing? I know it'd be marshmallow, but it definitely has to be hotter. It's got to be a piece of metal. Just thinking anything. Dude, I would have used it, and I probably could. I'll just put it together and let's heat shrink everything together. So anyways, yeah. The little Losi is getting a brushless upgrade to a 4,500 kV. I don't know if it's real, though. It's probably a 1,100 kV. I don't even know what this is. It says it's a 4,500 kV motor. That is a 2 to 3S cable ESC. Everything fits perfect. I do have to extend the wires on these. So if I can figure out a sleeve, if I can figure it out, then it'll be a go. If I have to, I may file the motor mount, take a bit that I've got on my grinder, and literally take my Dremel and slot. Should I slot the thing? Because it would make it easier. But like I said, I've got to have a pinion on there that fits. But I don't know. I'm just talking words right now. So anyways, RC Guy Garage. This was a 2-hour live stream working on a Pinion. This is what it is, man. So anyways, who do we got here? We got Mir. We got Neverstock. We got Underdogs Achieved. We have got Stewart's here. Joe Girding. Whiskey Runner. What's going on, guy? We got Protos. Is it Proto? S? Protos RC. And I think that's it. Robert S. Teist.
We've got I Spin Tires. There you go. That's a good one. And I think that's it. Paul might be here. Oh, the chat is messed up. Yeah, I don't know what happened to my I don't know what happened to my first video that I released today. So yeah, I think if I can get this figured out, if I can figure out a sleeve, like I said, I'm gonna find something. I know I'll find something. I will find something in my garage or in the junk drawer that I've got there, or parts bins, something that I can use as a sleeve. I do want to kind of just dress this very, very tip of the motor shaft up a little bit, and then I'll be able to slide on a pinion. Like I said, probably like a 30-something tooth pinion. 27 tooth. I think what am I up to? A 21 tooth pinion right now that I popped out of the bag? Which one's the Traxxas one? I think this is the Traxxas one. I think I said this was like a 21, right? Wasn't it a 21? Whoa. Come on, focus. Focus. 21, I think that is, right? Yeah. That's a Traxxas 21, 48 pitch. So that'll work. Yeah. Even though I got glasses, I literally can't see those numbers, man. Even if somebody had crystal clear eyes, you can't see those numbers. You have to like put it in just the right light. You have to guess because you ain't counting these teeth. And if you are, you're nuts. I used to do that. Put a little mark on one of the teeth and then take a flat blade and click and count the teeth. All right, I'm just going to end it. Thanks for coming to this. What is this even called? Can I fit this? Oh, can I fit this brushless ESC? Check. And motor combo. So, all right, I'm out. Thank you for coming. I will see you guys on something later. And bam. Thank you.